Hey guys, it's Deplorable Deb. Hi. Listen, you know how I tell you guys, you gotta watch President Trump, you gotta keep your eye on him, okay? Today, I'll tell you, I could have been in a bad mood or whatever, but the president knows what he's doing, okay? So for the many that did not get the chance to watch what happened today, you have to watch what I'm going to show you. See, today what he did, he's really fighting for us, guys. He's fighting for us. Believe me. He wants this out. He wants all the lies to stop of what they're saying, that he just wants a wall. Look, we voted for him. He's keeping his promise. But you know, you're witnessing who's stopping it. Who's stopping it? Who's stopping it is the Democrats. Who's stopping it is Nancy Pelosi, who thinks she's higher than the president, and Chuck Schumer. But today, he let the press, and that's why I say F you, the damn White House press. I'll tell you right now, because I can't take them. So let me tell you what he did. He had them thinking Sarah Huckabee was coming out. So there they are, all ready for their press, okay? So they could slam and probably ask her questions, about what happened at the meeting yesterday, blah, 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 all that crap. But I'll tell you what, this is epic. So I need you to watch this, and I'm going to probably put my phone down here so you'll be able to see it. I'm going to try to hold it up, okay? You gotta watch this. Now watch. They waited and waited and waited and waited for the people that didn't get to see this. Trying to get the glare out. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold it up. So this is what happened today. What happened today, they're all waiting. Look.
Thank you all for coming.
Now look.
On short notice. And certainly Happy New Year. Welcome back. It's good to be back. We're going to kick 2019 a minute to get in. Thank you all for coming on short notice. And certainly Happy New Year. Welcome back. It's good to be back. We're going to kick 2019 off just slightly differently. And I'd like to welcome a very special guest for an appearance here in the briefing room, our very great President Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. I just want to start off by congratulating Nancy Pelosi on being elected Speaker of the House. It's a very, very great achievement. And hopefully we're going to work together and we're going to get lots of things done, like infrastructure and so much more. I know they want to do that very badly, so do I. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of things that we can get done together. And I think it's actually going to work out. I think it'll be a little bit different than a lot of people are thinking. So I congratulate Nancy. Tremendous, tremendous achievement. And I just wanted to explain to folks that I'm with on the dais, people I've known very well over the last 2 years, people that have been extremely supportive of what we're doing on the border. They're tough, they're smart, they think, they love our country, they have every quality, and I'll tell you what, I really know them well, and they have the kind of qualities that we need in our country, and they've done a fantastic job at the border. It's ICE and it's Border Patrol, and a man who's really become a friend in a sense, Brandon, I will say this, Brandon Judd has been a stalwart in terms of justice for people, in terms of fairness, and in terms of the toughness you need. You have some pretty tough situations. It doesn't get much tougher. So I just want to thank Brandon and all of the folks. I'm going to have them introduce themselves right now and also say a few words about the wall, about, you can call it a barrier, you can call it whatever you want, but essentially we need protection in our country. We're going to make it good. The people of our country want it. I have never had so much support as I have in the last week over my stance for border security, for border control, and for, frankly, the wall or the barrier. I have never had anything like it in terms of calls coming in terms of people writing in and tweeting and doing whatever they have to do. I've never had this much support, and we've done some things that, as you know, have been very popular. So I'm going to ask Brandon Judd to just step forward and say a few words. This group has apprehended last year 17,000 criminals trying to get across the border. 17,000. And that's one category. There are plenty of others. The other thing that has been so incredible is what they've done in terms of drugs and stopping drugs. And with that, and with everything else, plenty unfortunately come through our southern border. But I'm going to ask Brandon to come up, say a few words, and maybe introduce our friends and some very brave people. Brandon, please. Thank you.
Thank you, President.
Thank
we
you.
really
Thank
appreciate
you.
all the support that you've given the Border Patrol. We appreciate the support that you've given ICE. My name is Brandon Judd. I'm the president of the National Border Patrol Council. I've been a Border Patrol agent for 21 years. I can personally tell you from the work that I have done on the southwest border that physical barriers, that walls actually work. You hear a lot of talk from the expert that there are experts that say that walls don't work. I promise you that if you interview Border Patrol agents, they will tell you that walls work. I worked in Naco, Arizona for 10 years. We didn't have physical barriers in Naco, and illegal immigration and drug smuggling was absolutely out of control. We built those walls, those physical barriers, and illegal immigration dropped exponentially. Anywhere that you look where we have built walls, they have worked. They have been an absolute necessity for Border Patrol agents in securing the border. We need those physical barriers, and we appreciate President Trump and all of his efforts in getting us those physical barriers. There's also a lot of talk on this shutdown that federal employees do not agree with the shutdown. I will tell you that's not true. And with that, I'd like to introduce Art Del Cueto. He is the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. He's also a longtime Border Patrol agent out of the Tucson sector, and he'd like to say a few words about the shutdown.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Once again, my name is Art Del Cueto. I am Vice President with the National Border Patrol Council. And I want everybody to take the time to understand what's going on. We are all affected by this shutdown. We have skin in the game. However, it comes down to border security. And we're extremely grateful to President Trump, and we fully support what he is doing to take care of our nation's borders, to take care of the future of this United States. It has nothing to do with political parties. You all gotta ask yourself this question. If I come to your home, do you want me to knock on the front door, or do you want me to climb through that window? We fully support the president and all his efforts to secure our nation's borders.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hector Garza. I'm the Vice President of the National Border Patrol Council. I am also a Border Patrol agent of the Texas border. I just want to talk about some of those criminals that Border Patrol agents apprehend on a daily basis. We're talking about murderers, rapists, people that commit very serious crimes in this country. ICE has been doing an amazing job in deporting a lot of these people back to their countries. Unfortunately, once we deport these people will not stay in their country. These criminal aliens that have been released from jail, that have been deported, will come right back into the United States. However, if we had a physical barrier, if we had a wall, we would be able to stop that. Again, we want to thank President Trump for advocating for Border Patrol agents. And again, we ask our congressman to fund border security and fund the border wall. Thank you.
So this meeting was set up a long time ago. It just came at a very opportune time, and I thought we were all sitting in the Oval Office working on different plans and different ways of stopping the problems that we have in our country. And other countries have problems, but nobody like ours. The economy makes it even more so. The economy is bringing people in because we're doing so well with the economy. Unemployment is now 3.7%, and that's among the lowest we've ever had, lowest in 50 years. And among certain groups, it's the lowest historically. So I just appreciate them being here. I said, let's go out, see the press. You can tell them about the importance of the wall. They basically said, and I think I can take the word basically out, without a wall, you cannot have border security. Without a very strong form of barrier, call it what you will, but without a wall, you cannot have border security. It won't work. You see what's just been put out on social media where thousands of people are rushing the border. Having a drone fly overhead, and I think nobody knows much more about technology, this type of technology certainly, than I do. Having drones and various other forms of sensors, they're all fine, but they're not going to stop the problems that this country has. We've never had more people wanting to come to the United States, and that has to do with the economy, and it has to do with a lot of other things. We're doing great as a country, but the better we do, the more people want to come in. So, folks, I just want to thank you very much. It's an honor to be with you, and I'm glad you came. I'm glad we came out here. And first time I've ever done this is the first time I've done it. I've done it for you, and I'm very proud of that because you've done a fantastic job. And I want to thank you all. Chris, thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Are you not taking any questions at all?
The point of the briefing room is to take questions. Bill Stein, will there be no questions from the White House today?
Good, good. So glad. Did you see that? How they just walked out? I love it. I'll tell you now. I keep telling everybody, you gotta keep following the president, okay? Listen when I say that. And I'm telling you guys, right now, me and Missy, we're not going through the greatest of times. I'm trying my hardest. It's very stressful on me to do a live. It's not easy. When I see something like this, I go to grab my phone and then I remember I'm blocked. I can't come on live. A lot of their tactics of Facebook and Twitter, because it's also Twitter, okay? Twitter is, it's amazing. I have close to 20,000, and meanwhile, I'll post something and I won't even get another retweet. So that's showing me that. Again, I know these bans are 30 days, but what happens is as soon as you come back on, they could throw you back in again. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying my best to stay where I'm going to be able to come out and post, either post or, do these videos. I wanted to do this today because I wanted to show you that the president is always one step ahead. I'm happy he did this. You know why? I felt bad yesterday when I heard that Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer continue to interrupt, I think it's Nielsen, right? Nielsen. When she tried to give them a report, they didn't want to hear nothing. So good. And you know what? Screw you, damn press. All you want to know is all the time this and that. And you're all there to go against this president instead of asking the right questions. I am happy at what he did. Happy at what he did today. Because you know what? We have a smart man and he's a step ahead. Now, I got to tell you something else that I was a little bit sad and I don't like. I don't like the fact that when there's stuff going on and we depend on congressmen to be able to be out there trying to stop the light. So I'm going to go more this way. So I'm sorry. I don't like it. I don't like it when now, like today, when I called Getz, okay, name is Getz Mark, okay, in my county. So to get to him, I had to put my area code in. Now, I don't get this. I'm not liking this. Here's the point that gets me. I voted for him to be in. The same way people vote in Texas for Louis Gohmert, right? But this is how I feel. When we're voting for these people, it should be where they should work for all of us. Last Thursday, and I told this woman today, when I called Louis Gohmert's office, I told her last Thursday, I called up the Hannity show. and she agreed with me that Louis is all on top of the censorship, okay, with Facebook. But the one thing, what we don't know is when shit happens, he could only help his constituents in Texas. That pissed me off because he was covering the Hannity show. I made it a point when I spoke to that girl after an hour and a half dialing the phone and Missy dialing until she went to work so I can get through. I finally got through to somebody. The girl says, took my information, says, call tomorrow, and made me feel like he was going to be there on Friday and this could have been a topic. Well, guess what? He wasn't even on the show. You don't think yes, because I don't do well with that. And what happened was he wasn't on the show. So that's another blow, okay, that we're always feeling. Then today I decide to call his office in Texas, right? Because people are writing me that. Get a hold of Louis Gohmert. Get a hold of Louis Gohmert. Get a hold of Louis Gohmert. Okay, so I call. I spend 5 minutes on the phone with the girl for her to come back. And you know what she says to me? Okay, we'll take this message, but he can't help you. Oh, really? Why? Because I'm not from Texas and I'm not in his constituent. Well, that didn't sit well with me. Did not sit well with me. And that hurt me because, look, we're supposed to be in this all together, okay? This is the part that I don't like. I don't like this. I don't like where I got to hear, oh, you can't help me, but we're conservatives, okay? We're conservatives, but he can't help me. I'm having a problem like millions of other people on Facebook, conservative, and he's the one that, so he can only help? Is this it, Louis? You can only help Texan people that are being banned and blocked on Facebook? It's wrong. It's really wrong. And this ain't the first time, guys, because now memory's coming back. This happened to me when my page was taken. And me and Missy, listen to me. If you were in my shoes, I'm telling you right now, if any of you were in my shoes right now, you would have had it already. Missy leaves every day seeing me down and absolutely saying, just give it up. Because the problem is, we are starting to have it. And I'm telling you, I'm in this for President Trump. But if you don't think that I don't have feelings and I don't get hurt when I see that other conservatives, and especially a congressman, and then I get the runaround here in Florida, where tomorrow I'm going to take care of that, because I don't think, what's his name? Gitz, whatever his name is, Mark, who I like, and I like Ron DeSantis, and I like Rick Scott. I already contacted them when this happened to me in April. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell people. We wrote to Hannity, to Lou Dobbs, to Diamond and Silk, to Diane Bongino, okay? All these people, and never got one email back. See, that's not right. That's not me. That's not Deb. I don't do that. And that's what hurts, because it makes you feel like you're out there by yourself. It makes you feel like you're out there by yourself. But everybody sees, I'm in this for the president. I'll tell you right now, and for you guys. Because what we're going through shouldn't happen. What we're going through. And another thing, remember something. The Democrats did not win the House back. That was stolen. And I keep saying this, guys. I trust the president. Follow him. That's why it's very important about Facebook and Twitter. Because if you think they're just censoring us, they're censoring him. Because I've been watching his numbers. There is no way that he's only at 53 million. 53 million. It's wrong. They cheated. The same way now, I know, I don't even have to. I didn't even have to tune into the market today because I knew it was going to be down because I said it. If you go back and look at November 6th, when they took control, but didn't physically, the market was going down. Not because of President Trump, because they don't want it to be controlled under the Democrats. The Democrats now, instead of going forward to help the people, they are going to put us on another 2 years of a wild goose chase. That's going to be with all these subpoenas and that. And you know what? We, the people, should really do something about that. Somebody has to speak up and say, no, my tax dollars should not go to that. See, what I'm trying to say, guys, we vote a president in. This is what annoys me. We vote a president in, and people think 4 years is a long time. Yes, it is. But you know what? This is unfair to President Trump. Because he's been doing everything for us. Right? Everything for this country. But you got the left and the mainstream media that won't recognize it. So that's the shit that they're putting out. They're brainwashing other people, other Americans, that our president isn't doing nothing. And he belongs in jail. You ever see these people? As if, what did the president do? That these people can write. He's going to jail. Why is he going to jail? Why? There's nothing that he's been doing. He had the right to fire Comey, okay? The right to fire Comey. Right away, they want to call impeachment and that and waste time. And this is unfair. We voted for him. We should all be going about our life and letting him run the country. But it's gotten so bad that we can't let him just be out there by himself. And that's what's happening with me. I'm being torn, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm being torn because there's a part of me that wants to say, you know what? I've had it. And I can't. I'm telling you, because there are times I sit here and what I see happening with Nancy Pelosi and that, I didn't vote for them. I didn't vote for her to be president or Schumer. I voted for Donald J. Trump. And I voted for his agenda. And I feel he has a right. He has a right to his 4 years of peace and to get things done. Not like now, I guarantee you, where we should just have a regular primary, okay? Or not even, where he's entitled to run. Watch what's going to happen. Watch the disgrace of the loony Republicans that I called them. The loony assholes that were never for President Trump. Between them and the Democrats, they are the ones. Paul Ryan, McCain, okay? They're the ones with the dossier. They're the ones that started this shit. And you got to believe it. Think about it. Think about what we saw when he was running against 17 people. Doesn't it make sense now? Doesn't it make sense? Sure, they were going to come up with shit because they didn't want him. They didn't want him. I'll be honest with you. I think when we really find out the truth, it's going to be a whole list. It's going to be the Bushes in there because of Jeb Bush. All of them funded it. And then the Democrats funded it. That's what we're going to find out. And that's sad because President Trump, a civilian, never into politics, did his homework for 30 years. All he did, close to 70 years old, decided to run for president. And this is the way he gets treated, him and his family. Him and his family, where there's grandchildren now. Nobody thinks about them. Nobody thinks about those kids' future of what they are going to end up at times because of a decision that their grandfather made to help the American people and the country. He is doing this so his grandchildren and his son Barron will have a better country. And what are they doing to him? It's sad. It really is sad. It's so sad. That's why I'm telling you, I'm very torn, because there's a part of me that want to say, fuck it, okay? Screw it. You know what? It shows that I'm only good. I'm only good for the vote, okay? That's exactly, and I know people are feeling that way. We're only good for the vote because that bitch Pelosi don't care about us. That asshole Schumer, he don't care about us. And this is what we get. This is what we get because we allowed them, okay? Idiot people kept voting them in and making them richer and richer and richer. And then what happens after we go to the poll and we give that vote? We're done. We're done. That's it. But the one person that I don't see that with is President Trump. Do you know if this was somebody else running and all of this was happening, none of us would be here. It would be the same old, okay? Never have we had a president that is doing everything, and he's a smart man. And I'll tell you, that's why I say he can't let us down. He can't let us down. And if I was to ever meet him, that's what I'm going to tell him. Thank you, sir, for never letting us down. And look what he did this afternoon. I don't blame him for the damn disrespect that press has. 2 years, guys. 2 years we're doing this. 2 years of this disrespect. 2 years of him being disrespected. False news. Did you see that I don't know, a person that's not working at the New York Times anymore and wrote a book, okay, that Howie Kurtz broke the news because he went through it? She admits it in the book that everything, they were totally against President Trump. And you see, that's another win for him because he kept saying that. See, you know what the president does and the media can't take? He comes out with everything they're doing and they want to deny it because he's living in their head. They're all happy today. Did you see them out there? Oh, President Trump today, yeah. 1201, they're going for the impeachment. Well, how did that work out when Clinton was in? I remember that. Didn't work out very well for the Republicans then. All I'm saying is that we, the people, we have a right to a class action suit. I'm pretty sure. And that's against the Democrats for the abuse, okay, that we've been through. The physical abuse, the mental abuse, the health abuse that we're all going through. I'm being honest with you. That's what gets me with them. There's always abuse with them. And the shit that they say and the disrespect. And then she goes on an interview, okay, and talks about indictment, whether they switched her words or whatever. Why? There is no reason why, Democrats. Why? Because your candidate lost and a lot of money was invested? Well, you know what? Go to Hillary Clinton and get your damn money back, if that's the case. Because she was the fool to make everybody think that she could run and beat anybody. Don't you know that you have a loser? Second of all, the party that calls people names. We're all called names. All the time, names. Never seen anything like it. And then the best is when they want to call President Trump racist and this and that. Oh my God. Really backwards. You know why? Because that's the Saul Alinsky playbook. Whatever you are doing, you turn it and make it look like it's the other person. That's why today, yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy because the president zapped it to them. Zapped it to them by taking that press briefing, okay, and turning it around and showing the Dems, you know what? You thought you were funny yesterday when you wouldn't let Nielsen talk and disrespected that woman, right? That's what you get now. He brought them there. He brought him there, and see, this is the thing. He put her right in front of all the press. See? So every channel was watching that. Way to go, President Trump. That's why we love you, and that's why you give me the oomph to keep going, even if I'm down. And you know what, Facebook? You know that saying in Raging Bull? I didn't go down. I didn't go down, okay? You might take my pages, but I didn't go down. Deplorable Deb will always be back. I didn't go down, Facebook. Not going down. Talk to you guys later. Love you guys.